If you want to avoid weight gain, then cutting out sugar is a perfect way to not gain more weight and to lose more body fat. When it comes to quitting sugar, you've really got two options. The first option is to cut sugar out altogether and eat no sugar. Or what I recommend doing, and what I chose to do, is to actually cut sugar out for a period of time and then slowly introduce very small amounts of sugar into your diet. And the reason I do that is to create a sustainable nutrition plan. You want something that you can actually stick to that's enjoyable. Sugar really is a massive killer. It's not fat and saturated fat. I have a video explaining that, which I'll link at the end of this video. But sugar is the main killer. It causes diabetes and insulin resistance. Cancer feeds off sugar, so if you're consuming sugar, a tumour will grow rapidly when you're consuming more sugar. Sugar destroys your teeth. It also causes a massive insulin spike, which is really bad when you're trying to lose body fat. It's also going to give you that crash later in the day. So you might have energy for a few hours, later you feel tired and horrible. Sugar really provides negative effects on every part of your body. When you make that commitment to quit eating sugar, you'll have less inflammation and less pain in your body. You'll also have less cravings for sugar, because the more sugar you eat, the more you spike insulin and the more you crave sugar. You'll also be less hungry because sugar makes you more hungry. It's been said that sugar's more addictive than cocaine, and while I don't know whether that's exactly true or not, it's believable. When you think about the human population, almost all of us consume sugar, and although cocaine isn't legal or necessarily easy to always get hold of, I really believe that even if it was made legal, more people would be addicted to sugar than they would cocaine. The best way to quit sugar is to quit completely. So the way that you do this is you mark out on your calendar a 10-day period. You can do 14 if you want, but 10 days is the amount of time required for your body to get used to living without sugar. So what you need to do is either write out on a piece of paper the dates, or you need to look in your calendar and check it off each day. So every day that you're not eating sugar, you put a little tick on that day. That's one day done. This will require you to check the food labels and the back of the food that you're eating. So you're going to have to check, does this have any sugar? If it does, then you can't eat it. So it may take an extra 10 minutes out of your day just to be looking through things, but this also means no alcohol, no sugary drinks, no flavourings in your drinks. All of those things are going to consume extra sugar. So when it comes to consuming drinks, just make sure you're drinking water for this 10-day period, and don't chew any gum and things like that. That also may have sugar in it. A word of warning for what's going to happen to most of you, and that is that the first 2 to 4 days of quitting sugar is going to be absolutely horrible. And really the key to quitting sugar is how much mental strength and how much self-discipline you have, because it's an endurance exercise. Those first few days are going to be horrible. You probably will experience headaches and often bad headaches as well. You'll experience tiredness and fatigue. You'll feel like you can't do anything or you don't want to do anything. And the key is to not quit when you get those side effects. You probably will get the headaches and the sugar cravings. You'll be craving sugar like crazy for that first few days, but that is how you quit sugar, is you have to endure that pain of headaches and all those other things that may happen to you so that you can quit sugar. The good news is, after that sort of 3, 4, 5 day period, it's going to become easier. Your body won't stay in that state forever, but a couple of days is going to be painful. The thing is, your body is going to take time to adapt. If you've eaten loads of sugar your whole life, your body will need to adapt to living without it. Always remember to just stick with it. However bad you feel in that moment, just remember that it's for a good reason and you need to stick with it. What I do recommend is drinking more water, making sure you're really hydrated. Also get some exercise in. If it's just walking, if you can do some weight training or some cardio, something to just really help you have more energy. Because working out actually gives you more energy, and that's something that you may need. Also for your headaches, I recommend things like paracetamol. Now if your doctor allows you to have that, then take it. Obviously that is something you need to talk to your doctor about. I'm not giving you any advice on what drugs to take, I'm just telling you what I would personally take and what I do take if I need to. Ibuprofen, drugs like that, I really believe are very bad for you. Don't take them. They have so many negative side effects. It's not a good idea to take that. But paracetamol seems to be the way to go. But once again, make sure you're checking with your doctor. One of the best things you can do during this 10 to 14 day period, whatever you choose to do, is actually stay busy. Make sure you're working, or even if you don't have a job, maybe it depends on your age, you don't have a job. If you don't, do things around the house, paint something, go outside and do some gardening. It doesn't matter what it is, you need to stay really busy. Have your schedule packed up. And the busier you can stay, the better you'll do. If you're just sat around all day watching TV, doing nothing, you're going to get hungry, you're going to crave sugar, you're going to be bored, and that's when you'll give in. Don't be sat around playing the Xbox or doing things like that. Make sure you are as busy as you can be for that 1 to 2 weeks. Once you've successfully quit sugar, you have two options then. So you can either slowly introduce sugar back in, or if you feel like you could pretty much go without sugar forever, that's amazing. But what you need to do is make sure you're not going to binge eat. Don't try to quit sugar forever and then end up eating cakes and cookies all in one go because you're craving it so much at one period. What I recommend doing is doing like what I do, where I just have 1 chocolate bar a day or a little bit of chocolate every day. And if there is a day where I don't crave it, then I won't have it. But it's an amazing feeling when you can have 95% of your diet being the healthiest food you could possibly eat, but then you can stick to that healthy food that is still tasty but healthy, that is the most healthy food you could possibly eat, but I can still enjoy a chocolate bar or something sweet. Maybe it's a donut, it doesn't matter. I can still enjoy that and achieve my goals and stay healthy, and by just adding that little bit in allows me to stick to everything. If you don't do that, there's a good chance you're going to start binge eating and start eating everything at once, because it's quite hard to stick to. Now I'm going to put 2 videos on screen for you right now that you can watch. You can choose which one you want to watch. One of them was something I mentioned at the start of the video about saturated fat actually not being bad for you. You can look at my video on that, that's a really good video. Or there's another video here that's about some of the foods that you actually might want to start eating. If you're interested in eating more healthy, eating more nutrient dense foods, that's a really good video as well. And don't forget to just have a scroll through my channel, you'll be able to see so many different videos that are going to help you out.